Video, we're going to continue on our free sales engineering series. And we're talking about a situation that is somewhat common, living at a customer. What the heck does that mean? You've got a big deal on the table, a very important deal, and you are going to spend a whole day or maybe several days in a row at this customer. You're basically living at that customer. And so I've had this happen with very large deals. We're talking millions and millions of dollars, multi-million dollars, $10+ million. And of course, this is the deal of the year, deal of the career, potentially. You do whatever it has to take to win this deal. If you're going to take these guys out to dinner every single night, if you're going to take them to lunch every single day, and you're going to live there for a week or 2 weeks, you do it. The leeway that you have when you are an SE on these big deals is tremendous. And I've been in this situation multiple times, and I think I get this situation more than most because, one, I'm single. I have no one to answer to. I'm single, I got no pets, and I'd rather be in a hotel than I'd rather be in my condo or apartment. My bosses and all the directors know that Humphrey will always do this. Like, there's no problem. There's no, well, maybe I have to ask my wife or I'm going through school. No, I'm there. I'll tell you how this commonly works. So you've been trying to close this deal for multiple months, right? You've met with the customer multiple times. You've done the POC. And what usually happens in deals like this, large deals, is it takes something to finally get them over some perceived block. Like we like your product, except it doesn't do this. Or we like your product, but in the POC, we found this. Or it could be, this happens a lot too, is we're about to start the POC, we're gonna need a little help, right? So you never wanna do a complex POC. So POC is a proof of concept, proof of value, where they get the gear, they get the software, they start testing it out to see if it works. You don't want to just give them the box and walk away. So what you want to do is, hey, I've got the box with me, or we could send it there, and then I can fly in, and then we can open the box together, and I could give you a bunch of tips, and we can walk through it. And they're like, yeah. And can we make this a multiple day workshop with different teams? That sounds great. And I'll cater lunch. Awesome, right? And there'll be dinner. Double awesome. In my case, I think the record, what was my record? I think my record was something like 3 weeks in a row or something like that. It was some crazy thing where it's 2 to 3 weeks in a row. If you're willing to do this, if you're willing to, hey, whenever they ask, you fly in and you stay a week or 2 weeks, you're going to get a very good reputation. You're going to travel up the wazoo. You're going to become like gold, platinum, elite on everything. Hertz, President Club, United, whatever they call the United elite thing. Marriott, Titanium, Ambassador Elite, or whatever. So you're gonna get all that. In terms of management visibility, you're going to be in their good favor. And this is a very good thing when it comes to promotions and also getting political capital. I've helped you, and now you're going to help me, type of thing. I lived at the customer for 3 weeks. We won the deal. Now you're going to do something for me, like send me to Singapore. And finally, when you're living at a customer, when you spend a lot of time at the customer, they can give you a vendor or contractor temporary type badge so that you don't have to check in anymore. So basically, you're almost like a pseudo employee that boop, you can get through the security gate, you know the guards. There are customers I've gone to where I've gotten a vendor badge, which is pretty much as good as an employee badge. You can walk anywhere. And that's a great place to be, is when you are not Humphrey from Cisco anymore. It's like Humphrey, the guy that he just hangs, he's here, right? So they look at you more, you're something beyond just a salesperson. When you get an employee badge, when you get a contractor badge, many teams will, it's like, Humphrey's now accepted at this company. Yay, it's celebrated in, could be a bonus, Could be at Cisco, we have connected recognition, and that happens if you get a vendor badge. So I'm thinking about one customer. They said, you know what, Humphrey, I'm sick of having to answer the email when you show up and go down because you have to physically be escorted up. How about we just give you a vendor badge? Yeah, a vendor black badge. They're different colors. But yeah, and then also what's cool is now that you have this badge, you've been there so many times. You finish your visit with Department A, and now your next meeting is at Department B. You don't need to be escorted. You don't need to be chaperoned. You know the way. That's actually a good thing. You know the way, Humphrey. You've been here so many times. Just go. There have been many times where just a person, hey, Humphrey's here. Hey, bring him in. I didn't have an official meeting with them, but just someone peeks around the corner. Humphrey's here. Hey, what do you think about this? Like, oh yeah, we've seen that. And it could be nothing dealing with Cisco, nothing dealing with Meraki, but it's just that they know I used to work as a network engineer for Panda Express. I've dealt with 2,000 stores, firewalls and all that, Fortinet and all that stuff. So they're like, I remember you used to work for Panda. Hey, what do you think about this? They'll show me some design, or you used to work with Fortinet. And they know it's cool to ask me that question because I'm not offended. Like, yes, I'm the Cisco Meraki guy. I'm here primarily for Cisco Meraki. But you know what? If they ask me a question about Fortinet, I'm not going to say no. Like, I'm going to help them out. They'll be like, hey, have you set up like this type of tunnel in Fortinet? Oh, yeah, it's here on this cookbook. Account managers there's some account managers, they get a little wonky with that. Like, you're not supposed to do that. Like, this is where being an account manager is different than being a sales engineer. Sales engineer, I'm their bro. I'm not acting like their friend. I am their friend. You will often be asked, hey, I want to show you something. Can you take a look? Or this happened one time with a big customer is they were setting up a new, really fancy location, like a premier location, premier store. They're just having like a planning meeting of like how it should look, where they should put stuff. And I had a little break. You want to sit in on this? Sure, why not, right? And I sat in on the meeting and made some, okay, at another customer, at another theme park, they did it this way. And they're like, oh, okay, I think we could do that. How do we hide the APs? Well, I had a customer do this with vinyl skin wraps. Ooh, okay. And so they know you've seen many other customers. You have other enterprise customers, and you've seen it all, and you can give them a good opinion. You could give them guidance. Okay, Humphrey with Router Gods with another sales engineer. This is actually a fun one. I like talking about this type of stuff. If you have any questions or comments, as always, put them in the section below. And take care, stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.